Interesting.
Hey, Doofus! Ooh, what's that? Last week's contest results? I bet you die.
Hey, give that back. That's mine. That's a gift from my Uncle Blaine.
Blaine's not your uncle. Now let's see here.
July 5th. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle.
What?
That's all it says.
You're telling me a guy went through the trouble of sitting down with his journal and his pen just to write a single vague sentence about an entire day?
I guess so. Where did she get this again?
My Uncle Blaine.
Blaine's not your uncle. Oh, there's more!
July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew.
Okay, so it took them 5 days of listening to it say nothing but Mew for them to call it Mew? Where are, like, the details? I'm gonna have a chat with my Uncle Blaine.
Not your uncle.
February 6th. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo.
Mewtwo? The Mewtwo?
I mean, if we're gonna do a legendary, we might as well start at the beginning. The new episode of the Dex starts right now!
We're doing a legendary! Hey everyone, welcome to the Dex, where each week we talk about a new Pokemon's trivia and battle strategy. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm Alex. This week we're cutting to the chase. Boom, baby, it's... Kelz, you wanna say it? I'm too excited.
I guess I do, you freaking idiot! It's Mewtwo! Let's knock this one out of the Poke Park!
Isn't that a Wii game? Mewtwo is the original legendary Pokemon, and as many of you already know, he is a man-made creation.
That's right. Depending on where you're getting the story, Mr./Dr. Fuji brings either Blaine or Giovanni into the jungle, where they have some sort of contact with Mew.
In the movie, they obtain remnants, either an eyelash or a fossil, but in the games, they actually get a living Mew. Either way, they end up messing with its genes, and boom, bingo, Mewtwo's born.
On the surface, Mewtwo's name sort of indicates that he's kind of like a sequel to Mew. However, it could also be a pun on the word mutant.
Mewtwo's design seems to be based off a fetus, but with extra bits like a clubbed tail and a second brainstem. Maybe that's where all his powers come from.
Basing a Pokemon off a fetus might seem weird, but think about it. Mewtwo is messed up. He's a mutated test tube baby. That's probably why he's so mean.
Actually, Mewtwo's aggression comes directly from his splicing procedure, and what's more, this exists in the real world where scientists have actually nailed down the aggression gene in some animals. Nutso butso.
Yeah, and he kind of looks like a little kitty cat too, right? I'm not the only one who sees that, right? Or maybe like one of those gray aliens?
Kinda.
Never mind.
Anyway, forget about that now, because now it's time for a new Legendaries Only segment.
Ooh, dope!
It is dope, you're right. Anyway, we figured that since legendary Pokemon have so much to do with the history and mythology of the Pokemon world, it'd be cool if every time we did one, we build out the mythology a little bit.
Ooh, that sounds awesome! Let's call it the Pokemon Creation Myth, etc. It's tough to say which version of Mewtwo's origin is more accurate, but we're gonna need to draw from as much stuff as possible, so we're borrowing a little bit from both.
To start, let's say Mewtwo is indeed born at the Pokemon Mansion, but that Giovanni is somehow still involved. I mean, let's face it, the dude gets around. But why would somebody so smart be so interested in something so dangerous? The actual answer might be more interesting than you think.
In Sinnoh at the Canalave Library, there exists a book called Sinnoh Folktales. Inside, it mentions the possibility of Pokemon evolving into humans, and that there once were humans and Pokemon that ate together at the same table. It was a time when there existed no differences to distinguish the two.
And actually, the direct Japanese translation actually mentions marriage instead of eating together. Think about that for a second. Human and Pokemon are close!
So what if Giovanni's plan wasn't just to create the most powerful Pokemon in the world? What if he knew about this history and wanted to splice his own human genes in with Mew? What if Mewtwo is the botched result of that experiment? Maybe that's why he exiled himself to Cerulean Cave. And that he has so many identity issues.
It sounds crazy, but that wouldn't be the first time, would it? Didn't Bill get fused with the Clefairy? Maybe this is sort of the same thing.
And of course, this is all speculation, but what about Mewtwo's new form? Could this finally be the perfected version of the link between Pokemon and humans? And what's the deal with Mew anyway?
Guess we'll just have to do another episode on him another time. But for now, this has been the Pokemon Creation Myth, etc.
Damn, man, that's crazy!
Right? I mean, it's not necessarily true, but the evidence is there.
I can't wait to do more legendaries and fill out the myth more.
Dude, yeah, but right now, it's time for battle strategy. Mewtwo is an Uber.
Oh, Uber, that's like the opposite of Little Cup.
Yeah, but come on, bro. Mewtwo's here. Get psyched.
Oh yeah, bro. Ooh, Pokemon.
Mewtwo is so damn powerful that our recommended moveset is kind of a no-brainer. Just get a timid one and EV train him in special attack and speed.
Also make sure to give him that trusty life orb to hold. It only makes him stronger.
From there, just give him Calm Mind to boost his special attack and load him up with type coverage moves like Aura Sphere and the classic Ice Ice Beam.
And don't forget Side Strike, Mewtwo's signature move. It pits his special attack stat against your opponent's defense stat. Unfair!
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Mewtwo, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Fire Blast is another great option for type coverage. I'm surprised you didn't mention it, Mr. Blaine's nephew.
He's my uncle, I swear! A bulkier set with leftovers and substitute can also work very well. And what about Koga?
My grandpa?
See, come on!
Don't forget about Recover either. Healing up is always a good plan.
And that's it! Mewtwo, amazing! 1 legendary down.
Yeah, so cool. Anyway, how about that contest? Who won? Me, I bet.
Oh, right, I have the results right here.
Well, leave a comment, subscribe if you want, say what you want a Pokemon to do next, whatever, yada yada. Open the envelope, I want to see. Remember, the loser dies.
Alright. The winner is... me? Anyway, forget about that now, because it's time for a Legendaries Only segment.
I wasn't expecting you to help me.
Anyway, forget about that now, because it's time for a new... Anyway, forget about that, because now it's...